Next up was the Women's Casino Battle Royal match. Not a lot to say here. It was pretty chaotic. The big takeaway was Ruby Soho's debut. But Brian, your thoughts on this?
I actually want to talk real quick about the camera work. I just said, man, their camera work is getting so much better. Especially throughout the weeks with Punk and him jumping in the crowd and the things that they've been catching and everybody's emotions and reactions. But during this Casino Battle Royale, and for the past few ones, we were used to seeing the camera be facing the entrance, right? So we've been used to seeing who's coming out and everything. But this one, I mean, they would go to the stage, they would show the pair. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The group,
yeah.
the group, right? And then the wrestlers would kind of start to make their way down. They would show whoever the first one is. And then after that, it's like, I don't know who's coming. And then their volume, like their audio, the music is so low, and because the crowd's so loud, it's like I can't even hear the music to even know who's coming out next. Mm-hmm. And then they're not getting those moments. I feel like for one, Kiera Hogan,
her elimination,
her elimination, her entrance her entrance was not shown at all. Mm-hmm. She just kind of slid in the ring, and I feel like they need to have a moment where if it's because they don't want to miss anything in the ring, then they've got to do something to make it so that they're not going to miss anything in the ring during these entrances.
Better structure. It's okay, guys, listen, when people are coming, don't do any eliminations. Let for the next minute or 2 minutes, however long it takes everyone to get in the ring, just play it cool in the ring, and then once everyone's that group is finished walking in, then go ahead and start picking up the eliminations again, so for the cameras can pick up everything.
You didn't hear Roberts announcing them?
Barely. Barely.
Okay. There were some audio troubles.
Well, and battle royals in general can be very chaotic.
Well, here's the thing. WWE, they do eliminations while somebody's coming out in the Rumble. Do you think it works better for them because it's just one person coming out while the elimination is happening?
Yeah, because it's we see the person coming and then cut right back to the ring. This one, it's 5 people within a minute or 2 minutes, however long it takes to alternate.
Or I would do the WCW split screen camera, like they used to do with the Public Enemy, all the Public Enemy matches that they had. Whenever Johnny Grunge would be on one side of the arena and Rocco Rock would be on the other side, and they'd have the split screen. It was public. Huh?
Did you just say Public Enemies?
Yeah, the tag team from the 90s.
I heard they got some heat with QT Marshall.
Really? I thought, are they still alive? I'm talking about Public Enemy, the tag team.
He's not talking about the tag team. He's not talking about the tag team. He's not talking about it.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh my god. They're not alive.
Rocco Rock, Johnny Grunge. Yeah, Rocco Rock. He passed away in 2002. Johnny Grunge passed away in 2006. So unfortunately, I mean, so
I'm not talking about the tag team.
I don't know who QT was talking to today. Then I'm just saying,
Hit it. Woo.
Oh my god! Right here. I need to. Oh, it's getting warm in here.
This Gatorade Zero is great.
Oh, geez, this bang! I'm drinking the blue Raz. Oh god,
bang!
Oh, geez.
Bang.
But anyway, but the Battle Royal, it's. I mean, we got some potential new storylines coming out of this. So Jade Cargill got eliminated by Nyla Rose. So that's probably going to be. What's she?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it was Nyla Rose. Jade Cargill. Y'all need to stop playing. Jade Cargill is as green as an indoor soccer field. Okay.
She is as green as this bar of Irish Spring soap.
What got bar soap? What? Why you got bar soap in your bedroom?
Because I knew I was going to have to make a green joke. I think that far ahead, guys.
Oh man. If I had my green screen up, I would say she's as green as the green screen.
She's as green as Green Day. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah, there. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time of your life, brother. Yes, sir.
But yeah, Nyla Rose. You said she was eliminated by Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then let's see. Anna Jay came back. That was cool to see her make a bigger return. So good for her. Tay Conti had a pretty good showing, and I think a lot of people thought she was going to win.
She was my pick.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. And then Thunder Rosa came out. Crowd popped for her. She's, I'm just so happy. Like the women's roster, I give them credit. It's improving every year. So you look at all the battle royals, like this roster is probably their best roster to date. So it just shows, I'm happy they're adding some good veterans, some good performers, and hopefully they'll help train the younger green talent. And I knew the women's division was not going to be amazing overnight. It's going to take time, and they're adding pieces. And so this battle royal, the variety of people in there, I think I want to be optimistic that it's going to be the women's division is going to get really good. But by the way, Kushida, I said Kushida. Oh my god, Shida. Wait, right? Yeah,
that's it, right?
Shida. Yeah, Hikaru Shida. Someone who's a former champion. She has really kind of just fallen off as far as being just seen on TV. Am I right? I mean, like I know Britt Baker, she is massive. She's arguably one of, if not the most over person in AEW right now. But Shida has really taken a back seat since she dropped that title. So even this match, people did pop for her, but she got eliminated, and it's like, man, I wonder if she'll ever get back into that title picture scene. I mean, probably not now, because I think there's some other people who are due for the opportunity, like a Thunder Rosa, Tay Conti, and stuff like that. But yeah, Ruby Soho comes out as the Joker. Crowd popped, hometown, and it was cool. She comes out to Rancid's Ruby Soho. So for me, it's one of my favorite bands, favorite songs. So I popped for that. It was just cool to hear that song live. And we know
doesn't one of the Rancid guys live out here?
Yeah, Rancid's from the Bay Area. They're a Bay Area band. So
what's guitarist
Lars Fredrickson. He's been at
the one I always see at APW.
Yeah, he's been at APW shows with us.
It's one of Punk's boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they've been longtime friends. So I think even I gotta double check that photo of Punk he put the WWE title in the fridge. Remember that photo he posted a long time ago? Yeah. I think that was Lars's fridge. I think I gotta double check. Oh, wow. Or Kofi. I'm not sure. There's one or two. I know Kofi and CM Punk were good friends. So, but anyway, I'm just saying. So Lars, when Ruby Riott got released by WWE, and she did an interview on his wrestling podcast. He has a wrestling podcast too. He told her because she, I think, announced her new name on the Indies was going to be Ruby Soho, and he said, "If you want to use my song, go ahead." And she's like, really? And he says, I'll text someone right now to make it official. And so cool. Big ups to Rancid and Lars Fredrickson for giving her the rights to do that. So it was cool hearing her come out to the song, and strong showing. And eventually it was her,
Thunder Rosa,
and Nyla Rose. Were they the final three? I believe.
I think so.
Yep.
I forget who it was.
Thunder Rosa eliminated Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
That's true. I forget who it was. I forget what platform it was, but they had a problem with Ruby Soho winning.
Really? What do you mean?
I saw it earlier. I forgot which platform it was, but they were like, so no other woman on your roster deserve this?
I mean, I picked on the Rosa because her and Britt Baker have history.
Yeah, that me too. I thought. I mean, I knew Ruby would win, but
But then for me, I was just thinking it was like you can maybe hold off on that. Give Britt some more competitors and more title wins to build her up more as a top champion, and then Thunder Rosa can be the one to eventually dethrone her. I don't know. Is that kind of what you're thinking, Brian? Or
yeah, in a way. I mean, either way, whether she takes it from her or not, I just felt like Britt needed another good match. Yeah. Before and then Ruby. I mean, listen, Ruby, because then now Ruby being put in the situation. I mean, if she's going to get the title opportunity before Thunder Rosa, it's like Ruby has to lose it because, I mean, we got to see Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa again at some point. And I don't know if, and down the line, I know that's what Tony Khan had said he has plans for. And I don't know if that means a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever. But I don't know. I just don't see Ruby being the one to defeat Britt Baker right now.
No, I mean, I think Ruby Soho winning, that'll be a good next competitor for Britt Baker. A legit veteran who everyone knows, and Ruby can be a great dance partner for her, as you mentioned in the past. So, I think they'll have a great match. Ruby Soho is a great worker, so she'll make Britt Baker look good, and Britt Baker will get that win. So it's another big win on her resume of accomplishments, and adding to her legacy as champion. So when Thunder Rosa eventually does beat her, it's a big deal.
So it was Bearded. It was Bearded Wrestling. On their Instagram story, they said. They do good stuff, by the way, so I'd advise you guys to go follow them. So they said, this is bad. On your first night, you become the number one contender, so nobody else in your division deserved a title shot. But then they said she got a dope shirt, though.
But listen, Ruby Soho's appearance got more eyeballs on a match that normally is on the buy-in.
Yep.
So I'll say with Ruby Soho, she is a former WWE, no offense to some of the women on that roster, but she has a bigger brand. She's more widely known. So her going up against Britt Baker is going to have more eyeballs, attention to it. Yep. And she's a big free agent signing. So she was the Joker. And by the way, is our Jokers the only ones that win these battle royals in AEW? Have you noticed that?
Leo Rush is the only Joker that did not win, I think.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But you look at Brian Cage and other people. Yeah. So I'm just saying, but
Matt Sydal didn't win either.
Was he?
He was a Joker?
He was a Joker. He didn't at Double or Nothing. Right?
That's right. Yeah. His prize was the back of the turnbuckle.
Last year, yeah.
His prize was the back of the turnbuckle.
Thank you. His prize was landing on the turnbuckle on his back.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Talk about excitement.
I mean, it's forever going to be a blooper now.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, okay, so with Ruby Soho, I'll just say in regards of her winning, it's a smart move because, like I said, it gives you a credible opponent for Britt Baker. Everyone knows. And like I said, even though she's new to AEW, everyone knows who she is. So that's going to bring a lot of attention to that match for Britt Baker and give that women's title match more eyeballs and attention that maybe wouldn't get with other people. So for the casual fan, they're like, oh yeah, Ruby Soho, Ruby Riott from the Riott Squad, WWE. I'm going to watch this match now. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, but super happy for her hometown win. It's cool. AEW lets hometown people do good in their hometown. So
it's a slap in the face to the business I love.
And Ruby Soho, it just looked like she was just full of emotions, like happy when she came out. The crowd cheering for her. I mean, they were yelling her name before she even came out, so that was cool. So I'm super. I
really thought it was going to be like Lana or one of the Iconics. I don't know why. They would have got booed.
Oh, totally, absolutely, yeah. So no, but I thought it was a great showing for her. And yeah, I think they knew Ruby Soho was coming in, so that's why they probably bumped it up, or one of the reasons they bumped up to the main show. Like I said, normally this match has probably been on a buy-in. So next up, it was the final match between MJF, Chris Jericho. If Jericho loses, he can never wrestle in AEW again. I don't know about you guys. I was like, I'm sure a lot of people are a little burnt out because we've seen this really stretch out for a long time. I don't know, Brian, how about you? What'd you think of this match? Or, I was like, okay, finally, this is the last time. I'll watch it and then we'll call it a day after this.
Yeah, I felt like it was like, okay, here we go again. I felt like it should have been over the last match they had. And honestly, with the stipulation of if Jericho loses, he'll never wrestle in AEW ring again, it was kind of like, but MJF doesn't need to lose. Like, why? But I don't see Jericho not wrestling in AEW anymore. Like, I don't see him going to commentary permanently, so it was kind of hard to pay attention. What I will say, though, is MJF got me in the beginning with the entrance.
Okay.
With
the countdown.
You got worked.
I did, bro. You can ask Cindy. I said, no way. I was like, no way. It said, and then the lights went off, and then the pyro went off. But then it came up Jericho's last match. I said, "Oh man,
yeah, because dude, they don't have the rights to that music." So
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen.
I was so mad. MJF. He needs different. I think he's someone who needs different dance partners at this point.
Yes.
I'm tired of seeing him go with Jericho. I'm not saying anything new from him.
Yeah, the match was competitive. It was good. It was almost 20 minutes long.
He busted out a springboard moonsault.
Yeah. No, like I said, the match was really good. As far as like, I was really, this was a tough match to pick. Like, I picked Jericho because I was like, okay, I don't think he's completely done. But if he did, or hypothetically would have lost, what a big stage to have his final match in AEW per se. Like, could it be a retirement match, or would have been a retirement match? I was like, I think that's a pretty good stage to have his final match in AEW at least. And I know his contract's up in 2022, so that's a few months away. I don't know what his goals are, what he wants to do. Does he wants to stay in AEW? I'm sure after this weekend, I'm sure he definitely wants to stay around longer.
He's gonna jump ship.
He's probably gonna go back to WWE.
You think so?
Could you imagine the pop of Break the Walls Down hit at a random? Come on, bro.
At WrestleMania,
do it in Jacksonville just to troll.
But I mean, so like I said, this match, I was like, I could really maybe see him lose and not wrestle again, just do commentary and go tour with Fozzy. That's what kind of was thinking. But then again, I was like, he has the Jericho Cruise next month, and he's wrestling there. And I know that's not technically an AEW show, but AEW people do appear there. So I don't think he's going to lose because he has to wrestle still with other AEW people. So that's why I picked him to win. But it's pretty cool. He had the other guitarist from Fozzy come out and play Judas. What do you guys think of Jericho's entrance with the guitar?
Billy. I've hung out with Billy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, we've hung out with him.
I thought Jericho was going to sing himself to the ring. Dude, you got to come next time. I really thought Jericho was going to come out with a mic and sing himself to the ring. I really did. But they had the fans sing it, and Brandon said, people they kind of. You guys have been singing the song for over a year. You don't know the words yet?
Billy Gray. He's the rhythm guitarist for Fozzy.
There was he said there was a cool 10, 20 seconds where they just kind of didn't know what to say, but then they kind of picked it back up.
That's actually, I wonder, I would ask Chris, maybe next time we hang out, I wonder if Rich Ward was going to be the one to play guitar, because Rich has been with Jericho since day one with Fozzy, and so Rich is an original member. But for anyone who doesn't know, Rich was married to Daphne, who unfortunately passed away last week. So Fozzy, they've been doing these shows in Chicago or in the Illinois area for the last week, for All Out Week. They've been just a 4-piece because Rich hasn't been with the band. And so I think I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were connecting the dots, and it's like, oh, Rich was married to Daphne. So a lot of people were guessing or assuming that he's taking time away to deal with this loss. So FYI, in case anyone didn't know that, but yeah, he was married to her years ago. So once again, RIP to Daphne. But so anyway, so Billy played guitar, but yeah, I really wonder if the situation was different, if Rich would have been the one to play, and that would have been really cool for Rich because he's, like you said, an original member of Fozzy. So that would have been fun. But it was a cool entrance though. The crowd still chanting along. I made the comparisons in my head, Shinsuke and Rick Boogs on SmackDown. That's what I kind of thought. I was like, oh, they're copying them, but
that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Right? I mean, yeah,
that's good, man.
But anyway, that's just something else I noticed. But we saw Jericho go for the Judas. MJF ducked, and then MJF tried to go for the Salt of the Earth armbar, but then Jericho was able to transition that into the Lion Tamer into a submission, and MJF tapped out. So Jericho is not going anywhere. I know Wardlow tried interfering, but I was going to say Jack Swagger.
Jake Hager.
Jake Hager made the save. But no, it was, and then Inner Circle came out and they celebrated. So yeah, Inner Circle, Jericho, not going anywhere.
I guess they're still a thing.
So let me ask you guys this before I forget. Inner Circle, Pinnacle, are they even like really a thing anymore? Like the Elite, I feel like has kind of taken all the momentum away from those factions because the Elite is now like the top faction. Pinnacle, are they even anything? I mean, we know the Inner Circle is always going to kind of just exist, but Pinnacle was supposed to be the new hot young faction that was going to dominate AEW, and like,
look what happened.
So.
Yeah. I want to just add some things about this match real quick. Jericho really busted out the moves, the triangle drop kick, the long distance lion salt, because MJF is kind of far away.
Yeah,
the code breaker, like he did all the things. He did all the greatest hits.
No, it was a great match for him, and he delivered in front of the Chicago crowd. Next up, we saw CM Punk finally make his big in-ring return after 7.5 years against Darby Allin. Brian. I saw on Twitter you posted some stuff just how important it was for your family to watch him. So please explain just the significance.
Man, it's bittersweet, but it was more sweeter. CM Punk has been one of my favorite wrestlers for a long time. It was a big deal when he left WWE. Just out of nowhere, he just stopped showing up. And I was just kind of like, well, what am I going to do now? My youngest son, Charlie, we had a whole birthday. It was his third birthday. Yeah. Yes. Third birthday party. And it was Charlie Slam. And we had CM Punk pictures and posters everywhere. All three of us wore CM Punk shirts. I had one from, I believe it was, I forget what pay-per-view it was. And then he had the Best in the World T-shirt on, and he had so many CM Punk action figures, and so it kind of sucked because he's a lot older now, and he never really got to see CM Punk wrestle. And I'm so mad. We had him on video when he was little doing CM Punk's entrance. I'm talking about it's covering time and everything.
With the cult of personality?
Yes, we had it on video, but I don't know what happened to it. We have everything but that damn video. But it was so cool just to finally, for me, one, get to see him back in the ring for myself, but even for my son to see him finally get in there. And like, I just kept telling him like, yo, like he still got it. He's got it. Like, my son doesn't really have anything to really compare. He's actually been playing WWE 2K15 the last few nights, and he's doing the hustle, loyalty, and disrespect storyline with John Cena and CM Punk. So he's reliving 2011 all over again.
That was a great time.
It was. No, it was a great time. What'd you guys think of his ring gear? The pads.
Hold on.
People were real.
That is the one thing that he was so disappointed about. He was like, he didn't come out in the trunks. What is this ugly pants?
Why did people want to see his thighs? Like, what the?
Wait, Brian, was it you post or what? I can't remember. Shawn Michaels comparison.
Yeah. Survivor Series 2002.
It is not the same.
We were so used.
We will not disrespect Shawn or Punk. How dare you?
Was that Elimination Chamber match, right? He won the world title. Yeah, so he had the Dookie Brown pants.
Dude, his gear wasn't finished, and that's all he had. Leave him alone.
Is that serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Leave him alone.
There's a story to that? I didn't know that.
Yes. He didn't just decide to do that.
What was he trying to get done?
I don't know, but like he was having a couple things made, and that was what they barely finished. So that's what he had to walk out in.
Okay, because like Shawn, not to go off on a tangent here, but like Shawn Michaels' gear, I always like the '90s gear better. The tights and like the snowboard. Yes. Looked like big old thick boots.
Yes.
But then like the 2000s when he came back, the pants
were cool.
The pants were like looser, like bell bottoms to me kind of look like, right? I mean, I like the more tight, Like,
me too.
Right?
I love the tights, the knee pads, the hand wraps, everything.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
So cool.
The DX Sean gear, like the red tights with the Heartbreak Kid and the X's over it.
WrestleMania 14.
Hey man, that shit go hard.
Yes. This one's for you, Earl.
Yes.
Right?
Back to CM Punk.
The Dookie pants. Sorry.
Oh my god, bro, like they were tights. Who cares?
My son said the tights made him look old. I said, son, he is old.
I mean, he looked great, like physically, like, you know, upper body wise.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He put back on some weight because, like, in UFC, he was like 180 something, and they built him as like 218.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that what it was? Okay.
And then people thought he was going to wear the shorts like he used to back in Ring of Honor. People thought that's what was going to happen.
Like the basketball shorts?
Brandon thought that's what was going to happen. I guess I'll go. It was, hey man. That's my guy.
Yeah, it was great. Seeing him come back, the crowd reaction, all that stuff. And then the match itself, it was cool. Darby Allin had the skateboard was it both their, I can't remember off the top of my head. Both their faces. Yeah. The match itself was a little bit slow, kind of feeling each other out. And I don't know if you guys saw the comparisons.
To Brett and the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah, Brett and 1-2-3 Kid from like the early 90s. Yeah. It was like 5 different sequences in that match were just like their match. And I guess even... Bryan, was it? Oh, I got it. On Twitter, everyone's like throwing out all these different stats. But CM Punk wore a Brett shirt on Rampage this week.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So it's like kind of Easter egg of what he was going to, his intentions of the match, how the layout going to be. But it's cool. I mean, it was a little bit slow. They were feeling each other out. And I think CM Punk was trying to prove he still got it after 7 years. So it was a little slow. Probably trying to get his, cardio up to ring shape.
You could tell he was a little gassed.
Yeah, but Darby, you know, was not giving up, kept just going after him, and, you know, kept countering, and ultimately, you know, CM Punk picked up the victory. He got the go to sleep out of, let me see, Darby. Oh, it was cool when Darby went for the coffin drop and CM Punk just sat up,
yeah,
and was laughing. That was great.
Hey, if he was a second later, he would have landed on his face.
That was perfect timing. It really was. And then Darby Allin tried for the Poison Rana, but then Punk countered with the GTS and picked up the victory.
He really hit that, though.
Yeah.
He was really nailing Darby a couple times with the calf kick and everything. It was just great to see Punk. Like, Huey, you know, that's my dude.
I know.
That's my Steve Austin, bro.
Absolutely. And then it was cool. Sting came out and shook hands, and then they helped. Or Darby got up on his own merit, and then they shook hands after. So good sportsmanship. So yeah, what's next for CM Punk? Who knows? I mean, he's got his first match in. He's in the books now, so it's like, all right, let's start fantasy booking. What's next for him?
Hey man, that MJF feud. I'm just mic work alone.
Oh yeah.
I'll say another thing too. Like, you know, we talked about, you know, when people talk about needle movers and what's Bryan Danielson, what's Cole, what's going to happen, listen, Punk, when he's comfortable, and if he wrestling like that, like that, like he did last night, listen, AEW is going to be something. If he can get back at, I know right now he's on a high and he's smiley and giggly. Once he gets into these programs with guys and and he's really doing some work,
should he be a heel?
I thought he was going to turn.
He should, man. Dude, I think he should.
He's kind of better as a heel.
Bro, heel Punk is like, that was my God. That was my dude.
Dude, by the way, I don't think we've noticed this yet. How cool would it be at some point we get a segment with CM Punk, Gallows, and Serena Deeb? Like they're all in the same ring, or because they're all part of Straight Edge Society.
Probably just like a backstage.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Like
have Joey Mercury pop up too.
Yeah, but they all look at each other and be like, "Hey, where you guys been?" Or something, like a little just joke, like a little wink to us who've been following along and know about the Straight Edge Society and stuff. So
pretty much,
it'd be. I mean, like I said, it could be just a quick one-time thing. So that'd be fun. I'm just saying, but
yeah, Punk, he might have to be a heel, and it would be so good.
Speaking of great heels in AEW, QT Marshall, huh? How about that guy? Sorry.
Man, he's coming. Coming after everybody.
I was watching this pay-per-view and I was like, we haven't seen Paul White or Big Show yet. Where's this going to happen? I was like, it's almost the end of the night.
So I didn't see the buy-in. I thought it was, I thought like it happened on there or it just didn't happen. After Punk and Darby, like, so I'm like, the graphic comes up and I'm like, what the hell? And then my homie, he my homie Damon Huey, you've met him, bro. Excuse my language. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "Bro, I forgot this was even happening."
But I gotta give him credit. It was good placement because after the high of CM Punk's return in the ring, something just to kind of cool the fans down a little bit and just like a little bit of a breather room before the main event. I get that from the placement. So
yeah. I said that the whole placement, CM Punk, Darby, Paul White, QT Marshall, Kenny Omega, Christian. I said it was like WrestleMania 25. You had Taker and Shawn, and then you had Big Show match, whatever. And then you had Triple H and Randy Orton had to go on to follow that Big Show, whatever.
I was like, oh my God, we have to watch this. Thank God it was short, sweet. Paul White, unfortunately, a little slow in there. I don't know if this is his last match or one of his last matches. I don't know what you guys, Phillip, anything about this match. It did his purpose. He beat the crap out of QT Marshall. So that's about it.
The guy's 400 pounds. He's like 45, and he's had hip replacements and knee replacements. Yeah, he's going to be slow.
Not much to say about this match because I was watching.
Did he move faster when he was like 500 pounds?
No, I mean, God, that was man,
like 03, 04.
Man, was that when Paul Heyman joined him? Or
that's like 02.
Yeah.
He started slowing down when he was with Paul.
Yeah.
He wasn't as quick anymore.
But yeah, Brian, no, ain't nothing. This match, I mean, it just like I said, it was a good break just to catch your breath after CM Punk's return.
Yep.
Tony Schiavone was happy. Paul White just chopped the hell out of QT Marshall, chopped the crap out of Camarado and Solo.
Poor Aaron. He's had some major losses and
taking L's.
Oh yeah,
over the place.
I was gonna say, dude, yeah. What'd you say? Taking L's everywhere? Yes. I mean, in life, in the wrestling ring, yeah. So I'm sorry.
Man.
Sorry. We'll just leave it at that. Yep. So next up was main event time. Kenny Omega defending the AEW championship against Christian Cage, the Impact champion. Good match. By the way, I didn't realize Kenny Omega dyed his hair like a black-blue combo. I was like, oh, okay, that's new.
Hey, now he really looked like Show Nuff, bro. With the I was like, oh, no. He looked like Show Nuff. Who's the baddest? Show Nuff. Little Last Dragon for you.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that movie in the 80s.
Oh, my God.
See, I know, bro. You act like I don't know. I know. Bro, like
we're gonna watch The Last Dragon and listen to Drake one night. Is that cool? Good combo.
So we're coming over. We're coming over to the Huey house.
That's right. You guys gotta come over on a side note for my training on video editing and some other things. Yeah. Sorry,
just have the Steve Weisers ready.
I gotta get some more. No, actually, I did get some more recently. Yeah, I got some. Yeah.
Don't drink them all.
Oh hell yeah! The match was good. I think the Rampage match was better from a couple weeks ago. I don't know, Brian. How'd you think this main event played out here?
Forgot about their Rampage match. Yes, that was better. I said I'm still waiting on Kenny Omega to put on just one of those fantastic Kenny Omega matches. He always shows flashes, right, of everything that he's done and what he's capable of, but he's yet to do that, especially as AEW World Champion. He's just holding the title, letting Don Callis talk for him every week. It's just not working out for me.
I mean, they're trying to do their best impersonation of Bobby the Brain Heenan and Nick Bockwinkel from the AWA back in the 80s. I mean, I think that's what their whole gimmick is, the two of them.
But Bockwinkel's matches were actually good.
I mean, Phillip, you told me Kenny Omega was the greatest wrestler in the world.
He told you that too. He told me that too.
Guys, you can't be putting false narratives out into the
Brian. Okay, I'm good. I'm not the only one. He said that too. He said,
"Hey, I hate the Great Khali. I'll watch his matches over Kenny. Like I will applaud Khali over Kenny Omega." Yeah, I know what I just said.
He told me whenever I announce him on Within the Ropes, he says, "Make sure you know when you say the microphone aside, do it like Kenny." God, do it
you
like
will
that.
Never be allowed on my show again.
Should we say that from North Carolina? Just make up Phillips from North.
He
Same town as Kenny Omega.
He wants to be Jordan so bad it's ridiculous. He wants to be the Jordan of pro wrestling so bad it's ridiculous.
I mean, the match was good. Like, look, Christian Cage, total veteran. He's going to put on a solid working match, and that's what this was.
I hope that man's getting paid.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that Christian Cage was going to main event a pay-per-view in 2021?
Really think about this. Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, Christian Cage, all on the same show, having important roles. What do you, in the year of our Lord, 2021?
Yeah, well, and you gotta give AEW credit. Like, they're using these guys. I mean, obviously part of it for the nostalgia's sake, but they are still great workers, and other veterans who come through, they know how to treat them properly as well. So, but I'm just happy for Christian Cage, man, to have a match of this importance at this point in his career. Just, it was a good match overall. I mean, I don't know, Phil, was there anything else from this match that stood out from you?
The spear table spot when the leg hit his side.
The hip that
didn't look pretty. I like how Christian was really attacking the midsection in the back. He speared him in the back, then he hit a regular spear, turned him inside out. I thought that was good.
Yeah,
beautiful kill switch. Like he did the RVD sell when RVD used to get DDT to RKO'd, and he landed on his head. Yeah, that was good. The avalanche one wing angel. I thought that was a nice way to end the match. I was surprised Christian took that kind of a bump.
Yeah, no, when you said, when he went through the table and like you could see the leg of the table went through the wood
him.
And just hit him in like right under the above the hip, and he had that big old red mark. But then later on when Christian went for the frog splash and Kenny Omega has knees up, I was like, oh, he's hitting him right there in that spot again. I was like, oh, just painful watching that.
Like it hurt so bad.
Yeah, and the Brian, was anything else from this match that stood out for you on this one?
I'll give Kenny Omega credit. The backflip that he hit from the guardrail.
He messed
outside.
up. No, don't give him any credit.
He slipped. That's right. That's gonna be on Botchamania.
You see, like, come on, he's not that great. The greatest don't mess up. When did Flair ever mess up?
He said exactly. You said Urkel. Did I do that early in the match? And then he said it later on.
That's the problem. He's trying to be too cute. Stop.
Let's see. What was? Oh yeah, we saw Don Callis called out the Good Brothers. They came out and that kind of backfired. Christian, he hit Kenny Omega with the kill switch, but Kenny kicked out. I can't believe Kenny Omega kicked out of Christian's finisher. That was kind of, whoa, okay.
He kicks out of everyone's finisher.
Yeah, but no, but the finish here, Christian, Kenny Omega put Christian on his shoulders for the one wing angel from the top turnbuckle. That was pretty good. That was a good spot, man. And then got the pin there. So Kenny Omega retains the championship, but
he's now the longest reigning AEW champion of all time.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was Excalibur said, at All Out he had tied Moxley at that point, but now he's the longest reigning. So good for him, man. Your favorite champion just now solidifies him as the greatest of AEW, right, Brian?
Danny.
Baby Huey, you're stripped of the Bulletcast championship. I have it.
But
I don't know why you would do that.
But then we saw the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks come out and they're beating up Christian. Jurassic Express comes out for the save, but they get beat up as well. And then Kenny Omega grabs the microphone. And all of a sudden the lights go out. Or he says like, yeah, there's no champion or no one that could beat me. They're either retired or dead. Like no one can beat me as champion. Then the lights go out black. And then I'm sure everyone thought it was going to be Bryan Danielson. But sure enough, Adam Cole, baby, comes walking out.
Bryan pointed this out on Twitter. He came out the heel tunnel, but we were all so excited that we didn't care. Yep. And, hey, shout out to Pat McAfee. He's a gem. He said, I would have ran somewhere else too. After the go check his Twitter. Actually, here, I'll tag you guys.
My God, that's amazing.
It's really funny.
Oh man, I'm sure they're probably tight behind the scenes, but yeah, that's a great rip. So yeah, Adam Cole comes out, new music. I mean, listen, I know he had a different theme song in Ring of Honor. I mean, but the Undisputed Era theme song is his best one.
Man, hey, that hit. It was just something about it, you know?
Yeah. It kind of sounds like People's Court theme song.
Yeah. I thought they were going to do the Ring of Honor music because the Ring of Honor music, that's probably the second best one.
It was like the girl singer, right? Or I'm thinking that was the Kingdom one.
I think it was a female vocalist. Something about female vocals in wrestling songs. It just works.
Yeah, no. He comes out though. He's got the new shirt, and he's got
Adam Cole, baby, man. That sounded great.
He comes out and he comes in the ring and he's staring down all the other guys in the Elite. And he's like, "What's he gonna do?" And super kicks Jungle Boy, then hugs it out with them. They all kiss and smile and for the camera and celebrate. So yeah, Adam Cole is officially All Elite, baby, but specifically he's with the Elite Align himself. Man, and so then Kenny Omega grabs the mic, gives it to Adam Cole. Adam Cole says a few things. Then Kenny Omega is getting ready to say goodnight, goodbye, smooch. But then all of a sudden we hear Bryan Danielson's theme song, or was it the Flight of
the Valkyries?
Yeah. And then like a remix version.
Bro, so like, it hit. I'm like, okay, all right, so he's here. And then the beat dropped and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. See, D-Bry's with the culture, Huey, we got to smarten you up, bro.
I'm ready to learn when you guys come over. I'll surprise you once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised when he learns some Wale.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm down.
All right. Yeah. Do your homework. I'm gonna quiz you.
Dude, I'm 90s, early 90s, man. Death Row.
Yeah, you know about it. Bad boy, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, bust out some Tupac right now, baby Huey.
California Love, man.
No, something else.
Today was a good day, right?
That's Ice Cube. Oh my God. No.
Or no, but Snoop Dogg, man. Everyone got their cups out, but no one wants to chip in. Gin and juice, right?
Oh my.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You guys don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Baby Huey's hardcore like that.
But no, I like Snoop Dogg. Do you want to roll in my 64? Do you want to ride with me?
My God.
I love that song.
It goes,
the beginning of the song, it goes.
Huey, we gotta have just like a whole like rap history lesson when we come over. Teach us some Eazy-E. Teach us some Bad Boy, some Junior Mafia, some
He know the Bad Boy.
Yeah, Bad Boy. Oh, dude, Mace. Oh man.
Harlem Shake.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, but
Huey's a bad boy.
Dude, what happened? Dude, I watched that making the video for MTV back in the day when P. Diddy's or Puff Daddy's music video.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, the one when they're in the boat, the ski boat flying. It was right after Notorious B.I.G. passed away, right? I think. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Huey, no.
Do I watch TRL and all that stuff? They were on there.
Yeah.
Okay, baby.
I used to love TRL.
This is why Huey's allowed at the cookout, man.
What about the box, Huey? You remember the box?
Well,
it was like a music channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Or
totally. Yeah.
What's the music that Chewy Gomez was on? Or still does?
Oh yeah. CMC.
CMC. Yeah. Yeah, the girl from the real world was hosting it for a minute.
Which one was that?
She's from the Bay Area. Oh, I gotta look this up. I'll leave you guys on a cliffhanger on that one.
Daniel Bryan shows up. What'd you guys think of the music?
It was cool. Like I kind of was like hoping for like a rock version, but listen, the times, it was cool to get like a more pop hip hop version. So I got that beat going. So he just comes out and the crowd starts to yes chants, and then he comes in and then makes a save, starts kicking the crap out of. I noticed the Good Brothers left and Don Callis, so then it became 4-on-4. So like AEW staff only, you know what I mean? Like Good Brothers, sorry, your Impact, you gotta get out the ring here. But yeah, so it was Kenny, Adam Cole, Young Bucks, versus Jurassic Express and Christian and Bryan Danielson. It was cool, the Elite run out, and then the Babyfaces all cheer together, which is cool. Like, I wanted to ask you guys this. So I know a lot of people complain about AEW signing all these free agents and the veterans, and not like, are they not taking care of their young talent that they have?
This is great. I'll put over Wilkins all the time here.
Okay.
From the Jobber Cheers podcast. He said he loved AEW, but he has questions. What happens to the talent that's been there since day one, that's already been there? Do they get pushed further down the totem pole?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that is a concern. That's what I'm saying. Yes. But you look here, that lasting image is Christian and Bryan Danielson holding up Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy has been like the one homegrown talent that they think is going to be big time main eventer for them soon. So what a way to kind of end the show as far as Jungle Boy being his hands held up by these two legends. You know what I mean? Like, Brian, you think symbolically that's a strong story point right there. Like, hey, this guy, they have high hopes for him. They're endorsing him right there in the moment.
Yeah, definitely. And what a way to set up Luchasaurus' story. Boy, he's gonna be one jealous guy, and that heel turn's gonna be great.
Who do you think's gonna turn? Jungle Boy on the Luchasaurus?
No, I think Luchasaurus is gonna turn on Jungle Boy. That's gonna be the one right there.
Okay. And where's Marco Stunt? Man, he should have been out there making the save.
I know. Marco Stunt's just been kind of on the back burner. He comes out every now and then with them.
Okay. So it looks like, just right out of the gates, it looks like 4-on-4. Bryan Danielson, does he go after Kenny Omega first or Adam Cole? They do have history. Remember, they were on SmackDown. Yeah. Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, when everyone was stuck overseas in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's right. Adam beat him to retain the NXT title. That's right.
So, they do have history there. That could maybe be a great first opponent. Yeah. But then they're both the new signees. So do you want either one of them taking a loss, though, right away? I don't know. I we'll see how this plays out. But early prediction, is this going to be the next blood and guts match? The Elite versus these four guys at some point? I don't know.
Could be.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just saying, so the Elite, what I was trying to say earlier, they are definitely, as Adam Cole said, we're the top faction in AEW. So yeah, Pinnacle, I don't know. Are they pulling the brakes on the Pinnacle? They haven't really acknowledged the Pinnacle too much. FTR was out hurt. It's been Jericho, MJF by themselves. I don't know. How do you rebuild the Pinnacle with the Elite right now? The Elite right now is pretty much Bullet Club from 4 years ago. Yeah. Is that a safe comparison?
You love to see it. You know what's crazy? I just thought about this. I think I posted about it. Ricochet is the only person left from that 6-man ladder match in WWE.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. Yeah. I was there. I saw that in person in New Orleans.
That match was cursed.
It really is. But yeah, the Elite, it's going to be interesting. Let me ask you guys this, because I don't know too much about the Bullet Club, that period in Ring of Honor, and I don't know if you guys know anything about that as well. But how do they coexist when Adam Cole, Kenny Omega? Because Kenny Omega is the champion, but Adam Cole, he's a world champion everywhere else he's been, Ring of Honor, NXT. Can they coexist? At some point?
So the way it did work back then, Adam Cole, he was Ring of Honor champion at the time, and Kenny was mainly in Japan. Okay. So Adam was the kind of the U.S. leader of the Bullet Club, if you could say. And that's crazy because Cody had just joined them too. So that's wild. Jesus.
I wonder, okay, because remember we saw it played out, the like Civil War in the Bullet Club. It was Cody versus Kenny Omega, and we saw it take place at the Cow Palace.
Yeah.
I wonder, maybe long-term story, that could be a story beat where it's like Adam Cole wants to be champion, and eventually him and Kenny go after each other. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking out loud, like how the Elite kind of breaks down a little bit. Because the Elite is more or less, like I said, is Bullet Club, but AEW's version of it.
Yeah, I still think that Hangman takes the title off of Kenny.
He needs to be. He needs to be the one to do so.
I still believe that will happen. But yeah, I mean, the way Bullet Club played out back then, and that was such a cool time, man.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start to get flashbacks of those awesome moments.
Being the Elite, it's going to be probably fun. It was cool. They resurrected Adam Cole. And he's like,
been 4 years?
He's like, yeah, 4 years. He's like, why do I have the taste of monster still in my mouth? And for anyone who doesn't know, that's how he died, or they killed him off. He drank the poison monster from Kenny Omega.
And you people say WWE doesn't acknowledge past. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, guys.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Daniel Bryan, Baby Brock with the ponytail.
Yes.
Officially the American Dragon. I seen the T-shirt.
I need to get that T-shirt.
Yeah, that T-shirt. I need to get that. Yeah, we just need to have a spending spree. He cut a promo after the show.
Oh, really?
A lot of cuss words.
Yeah, He said, I loved where I used to work and people booed him, and he was like, I knew that would get booed. He was like, I took wrestling wherever I went. You know, I'm a professional wrestler, and I think he said, let's effing go.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, he's not going to crap on WWE. Like, you think about it, for the last, how long was he there for?
He was 2010 to
11 years. I mean, you know, they paid for his treatment. He met his wife there. Him and his wife
still has a relationship with them.
Yeah. He's not going to crap on WWE. He's a professional. He's not going to burn those bridges. But yeah, they paid for his treatment. They still, you know, paid him, even though he was just a GM on SmackDown. Like, you know, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson's smart. He's not going to crap on WWE. So, I mean, I'm glad he said that. And so, if anything, for people who are one side or the other, is like F WWE or F AEW, it's like, no, you can like both. You can be a fan of both. It's okay.
We know people like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, let me ask you guys this. This is just another observation. No Cody Rhodes on this show. Do you think the show or AEW has been missing him at all, or not having him around? Brian, do you miss not seeing Cody Rhodes? I mean,
I mean, honestly, who? I could. I mean, I almost forgot that he was on the roster.
Yeah,
which says a lot about what's going to happen to a lot of the day oneers there. Yeah. You know, if you could forget about Cody watching a card and watching moments like this, what do you think is going to happen?
I just wonder, you think about it, because, you know, there were rumblings that Cody and the rest of the Elite were not getting along as EVPs. And like Cody, his storyline was always like separate from what the Elite were doing on Dynamite during the whole pandemic and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wonder, are the Elite now fully taking over AEW? And like, where's Cody go from here? Even when he comes back, is he going to compelling storylines, or, you know, what are his long-term plans with AEW?
He needs a refresher. He needs to turn heel.
Yeah, I think so.
He needs to be the heel, smarmy, just, you know, dashing champion. They need to put the championship on him.
Yeah,
at some point in time.
So Cody needs to have a Sting moment, all right, where he just comes out and he says whatever. I don't know what he has to say, but he goes away, and then the Elite take over AEW so much that Tony Khan is like, "Yo, AEW needs you, Cody." And then Cody finally comes back, and he wants that match with Kenny Omega, that big match for the AEW World Championship.
I like that idea. So Cody is the savior of AEW.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Well, we'll see what happens on Dynamite and Rampage, and looking forward to that. But like I said earlier, the show is just a really exciting time, and I think this show, just for a lot of good positive reasons, I think it was great for just the business as a whole. Will WWE see this competition now and really start changing things to counter what they're doing, get some buzz going, change how they've been operating? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, only time can tell, but this show was so much fun, and it's a good time to be a wrestling fan again for many reasons. So on that note, that kind of wraps up the show for All Out 2021. It's in the books now. Man, so much fun. And Full Gear is now going to be November 13th. It got pushed back a week. I don't know where it's going to be at. We'll see where it's going to be. So, for everyone out there, my birthday is November 14th. So it's a good birthday weekend. We'll have a birthday party watching Full Gear or something. just throwing it out there.
Oh, yeah.
But on that note, let's start wrapping things up. Brian, where can the Kliqsters find you online?
Kliqsters can find me at Brian Tronic on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Within the Ropes at Within the Ropes on Twitter and Instagram. WithinTheRopesPodcast.com.
Phillip, how about you?
You guys already know. Check out my interview with the Poisoned Youth, Robert Martyr. The kid's got something. He's a student at Daniel Garcia. He's gonna be a great thing. Now I think I have to do the gimmick.
Which one?
Francesca, get the fish house punch ready.
Oh my God, Phillip, you always leave me speechless. I'm Baby Huey. Follow me on Facebook at Baby Huey Official, Twitter and Instagram at Baby Huey83. Subscribe to In The Kliq on whatever podcast platform, especially YouTube. While you're there, you can check out my latest interview with WWE superstar, one half of the Alpha Academy from Friday Night SmackDown. Oh, it was a lot of fun talking with him. I want someone to count how many times he says, "Oh yeah, in the interview." And look at the video. He has like a Hannibal Lecter like mannequin or something in the background. Like,
I thought that was somebody standing there for a minute. I was really watching. I was like, who is that?
Watch it. So it's a lot of fun. So like I said, WWE is coming back to the Bay Area Friday, October 8th for SmackDown at the SAP Center in San Jose, and Monday, October 11th at the Chase Center in San Francisco for Monday Night Raw. So we will do our best to be present at all the shows. And can't wait to see WWE come back to the Bay Area. So, follow at In The Kliq on social media as well. InTheKliq@gmail.com. Get the merch by clicking the link in the bio. All that good stuff. And we'll be back with more, talk some AEW, the fallout from All Out. Wow, I just rhymed right there. The fallout of All Out this week. And once again, thank you guys for all the support. We appreciate it. And on that note, let's go home. And that's the bottom line, because Huey said so.